Hello, everybody. We're back. Second episode of the day, and we are here to talk about Zach Cregger's second or third film. Second film.
His second solo film. He technically has like 4 or 5 films.
Okay.
He did.
Sophomore solo entry.
Yes. Yeah.
2025. Weapons.
One of the biggest movies of the year.
Literally. Warner Bros. Does not miss. Not this year.
Yeah.
Nope.
But, yeah. I was probably, I'll say this comfortably, like, I thought the previews for this looked bad.
Bruh.
I
know you always say
listen,
that.
I don't
bro.
have to
I
get this-
swear
get this
you
man out
always.
of
I
here.
don't have the greatest track record with, like, sussing out good
Guys,
versus
I'm pretty
bad.
sure he said the Maestro trailer was amazing.
Okay, the Maestro trailer was
No,
good.
it was.
It was pretty good.
Hey, the movie might have been
yeah,
good
it was
too.
quite good. It might have been, but you know, we're talking about Zach
Okay,
Cregger
sorry.
today. But yeah, the whole rollout cycle for this, I was like, oh, kids sticking their arms out. This looks pretty bad. I hadn't seen Barbarian, so keep in mind. Keep in mind. This was coming from a place of ignorance, and I'm admitting.
Get
it.
a load of this guy.
Okay. Yes. Sure. I'll eat crow here. That's fine. I was impressed, and I think I can speak for everybody here saying that we are all impressed by Cregger's work on this one to varying levels. I'm probably not. I think Mason and Jacob are both a little higher on this than I am, but like this is super solid. One of the best thriller horror adjacent movies that we've gotten in 5. Well, I mean, Hereditary was 2018, so like 7 years.
Yeah.
The better part of a decade. This is really excellent stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Anybody else got anything to say? 'Cause
Jacob?
I absolutely love this movie. I had not, when the trailers came out, I was definitely intrigued by the concept, but I had not seen Barbarian yet. And by recommendation of Mason, I finally went around and watched Barbarian. And what I was greeted with in Barbarian was surprise. I was like genuinely surprised at what I was watching. I think most people who've seen Barbarian and will see Weapons will tell you that his movies go in very unexpected directions. Yep. And I think his writing is really kind of the force behind his movies. And I think Weapons just kind of is an explosion of his talents compared to Barbarian, which is very kind of closed and a very tight story. But Weapons is a very ambitious, it's a hyperlink movie. It's directly inspired by Magnolia and Prisoners, and delves into multiple point of views of this tragedy of these children who've just up and vanished in the night. And we get some really fantastic performances from several different characters.
Yeah, it's super solid. I think I have a really soft spot in my heart for Barbarian. I think I just kind of like that, genre-ness a little bit more. But I think
this is more of a drama.
Yeah, it's more of a drama, and it's played a little bit more for laughs. It's a lot of funny moments, which I was just really not expecting. He's got a little bit of that in Barbarian, but not a ton. Which makes sense because he the films that he had co-directed, 8-10 years ago were comedies, which that's kind of where he comes from, which is interesting because you would think that he would come from a place of like horror films. But I
mean, it's similar to Jordan Peele, Jordan Peele doing stuff with Keegan-Michael Key and Zach Cregger doing stuff with I think his name's Zach Lowe from Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah.
So
from The Ringer.
Yeah.
I like his.
I think
Trevor Moore, excuse me. That's it.
I think that I think when I was walking out, I was like, that's super solid, but I was just most excited that I was like, oh, we've just got another good director now. Just like one that you can always show up for. Like, it's a new Astor, it's a new Peel, it's a new Gerwig, Ramel Ross, Bong Joon-ho.
They sort of feel few and far between at this point.
Yeah.
Like, people that you can trust, or like, and I think Hollywood feels very much the same, because they seem, I don't know if they're like scrimping, but it seems like they're way more cautious about who they invest money into, and so it's just nice to both see someone like have like make their track record pretty solid, but also win the favor of Hollywood to ensure that they will have work moving forward.
Oh yeah, and he's definitely, in terms of like directors that are doing original movies, there's not many of them, let alone writer directors. And he's got the goods.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a second film. You can kind of see, like, he's still learning and stuff, but on a technical filmmaking level, this is light years ahead of Barbarian, which is probably a large part due to the budget and stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see where it goes.
I think the editing is one of the best parts easily. I mean, it is hyperlink, so I think, bless you. I think a hyperlink could be done poorly, but a good hyperlink lends itself to great editing. Mm-hmm. And I think the editing works really well in tandem with the writing, I think, and they wouldn't, like, without one, I think it would be hard to have good editing without good writing in this, but I think both are very strong, and it helps. This movie really doesn't, it never hits a wall. I think part of that is the change of perspectives. Things propel like pretty well. There's always momentum. There's always intrigue. And I think that sort of constant motion, that feeling, is one of this movie's greatest assets, because its runtime isn't, I mean, you don't feel it.
No, yeah. And it's kind of long.
It's 130 minutes.
That's about what I would have guessed. Like 210.
Yeah, I think it's 210 or 220, around there.
Mm-hmm. I'd be surprised if you said 220, because that feels a little bit.
Yeah, it's 130 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, that feels about right. But yeah, I was very impressed. I mean, it's clear from the beginning. I will say I didn't love the voiceover
at the beginning.
I thought
that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's where he first. I don't know if you all know this, but he wrote this after a close friend passed, and he was just like in a wall of grief and stuff. And he said that he was sitting down in the post-production process of Barbarian, and he just like wrote that monologue, like he just wrote that voiceover. It was just like in his head, and then like the story went from there. So that was the original idea. I kind of like. I think it was it's cool, like little expository, teeing you up for the movie. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but
I prefer to be dropped in when we can be, but
that's fair.
I don't think it took away from it at all. And I did like it. They bring it back afterwards at the end, like last scene. The voiceover comes back, so it's nice that they frame it on both ends, that it's not just the beginning. I think that was well done. There's a lot of cool stuff visually going on that's like it's not super flashy, but it's a little understated, but it's like really, really sharp stuff.
The camera is just absolutely gliding through the film. There's a ton of dolly shots.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Like
The scene at the gas station.
Yeah, the scene at the gas station. I'm thinking of like when she's making her drink and like Shark Tank's on, and then like it just flows from the camera or flows from the counter to the door.
Shots.
Like I was like, geez. I was like, he's got
and
it.
That's
man.
very, and that's very Magnolia and kind of PTA inspired for sure.
I also think like the use of tracking shots, especially like when Julia Garner's character is walking from her car to her door, like it creates a feeling of like claustrophobia. And so like on a technical level, it's cool because the movement is interesting, but it's also, it creates this feeling of anxiety that like further heightens what you're hearing and seeing on screen, like being in proximity with those characters and traveling with them. It's just really smart stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that the movie was kind of inspired by the death of his close friend, because really that's kind of the whole root of the film is grief, and all the characters experience the grief differently. Julia Garner's character is obviously kind of going through the motions and very numb to it all. Josh Brolin's character, who's the father of one of the sons who disappears, is very angry, and you got the junkie and Alden Ehrenreich's character, the cop.
I don't know if we want to get into performances and stuff yet, but I'm so glad that Pedro Pascal dropped out and Josh Brolin like replaced him.
Yeah,
I mean,
fun
I'm serious.
fact.
This is a totally different
was,
movie. I don't think Pedro has the strength and like
the weight
and the ability, because when you see Josh Brolin, maybe it's because he's in Dune, maybe it's because he's in Sicario and No Country, but you just think like
he's a serious guy.
He's serious. He's not playing around.
He's a character
He's not
actor.
playing around.
Yeah, he's a character actor.
Pedro's like most famous role is like, I don't know, Joel, who's like very like understated, and like any movie he's in, he's just kind of like chill.
Yeah, and he has like Pedro has like a charisma about him that like I feel like this character just does not need. Like you just don't need that for Brolin's character.
I absolutely agree. I think apparently the entire cast kind of changed because of the strike. And originally before the strike, Renee, I don't know her last name, but the lead from The Worst Person in the World was going to be Julia Garner's character. She was supposed to be the teacher.
And Brian Tyree Henry was supposed to be Benedict Wong's. He was supposed to be the principal.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that he.
I can't even lie.
Benedict Wong is good.
Brian Tyree Henry is
a
phenomenal actor.
I'm kind of sad that's the only one.
Benedict Wong.
That's the only one that like probably could have been a little bit better.
I think Brian Tyree Henry is one of the most underrated actors working.
Yeah,
today.
he's like just not.
He's just
so
like
good. Not doing much right now, which is fine. I mean,
maybe, and if that's on his own
that's
accord,
fine. I don't.
Go for him, man. Yeah, but his chops are ridiculous.
We have like our 4 or 5 characters that all like give great performances, but we also got shout out the kid who's kind of the main character of the back half of the film. He was phenomenal for a child actor. He's like 7 or 8. Like,
what's his name here?
Kid did a great job.
Carrie Christopher.
Shout out Terry.
No, Carrie.
Shout out Terrence.
Oh, Terrence.
Carrie. Cary.
Cool.
It's got to be one of the best child performances I've seen in quite a while.
No, seriously. I mean, I didn't consider this, but like, so much changes about this if the kid actor is a dud.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would.
Doesn't
yeah,
sell.
I don't know if I would go as far to say it's E.T. or Sixth Sense, but
no, not quite. But
it's pretty solid. Very solid.
But like, yeah, it just this film wouldn't carry the same way if this kid didn't do as well as he did. It'd be hard to, I don't know, connect with. But yeah, he really knocks it. I mean, all performances in this are very solid. My
favorite performance is actually the junkie. I was a big fan of his character and his shenanigans. You mentioned the humor. The humor really kind of knocked it out of the park with me, especially during that whole section of the film.
Yeah, he's Austin Abrams is the only one that was not changed after the strike, and he's also in the Resident Evil movie that Cregger's doing next. So he really likes him.
Interesting.
Yeah,
which I think they work well together. I thought he was really good.
Yeah, I loved it.
What else?
I mean, we haven't really talked anything about the story other than the premise.
I mean, you want to go through it?
Yeah, I'm down to go through it. So like we said, it's like a hyperlink movie, and we're doing different points of view, and we start off with Julia Garner's character, who's the teacher of the class of.
Who, by the way, is great.
Oh, I love her.
She's so solid. I saw she was in The Americans when I watched that in high school, and she was like early 20s, playing like this really difficult dramatic role. She's just always had it. She's one of those people that's just been good. Like, I don't know, she's probably in her early 30s, but like she's next up for sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see her like in more lead stuff because she's
Silver
just so
Surfer.
good. Hey, Pedro Pascal.
I know, dude. I know.
Say that again. Say that again.
That's why Pedro was not in this, because he did Fantastic Four. So let's thank goodness.
Fan Four stick.
Hey, say that again.
Weapons. Say that again. Weapons. They had weapons. Say that again.
Continue, Jacob.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I guess first, before we even get to like Julia Garner's like story, I guess we got to talk about like the actual sequence of the children like all leaving the house at the same time, all leaving their houses at the same time, which you get a whiff of that in the trailer. That's the whole premise of the movie, but it's visually really beautiful.
Is it shown via exposition during the monologue?
Yes.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
We get a phenomenal needle drop, "Beware of Darkness" by George Harrison.
Okay.
Which was
Glad you caught that. I did.
Which was the "Beware of Darkness" George Harrison needle drop was phenomenal. Great use of that song, and really the scene kind of lives up to the trailer, I thought. And then after that scene, we kind of delve into Julia's character, where she's being confronted by some characters that we see later on throughout the film, but the principal and Josh Brolin and stuff.
I love the like school meeting scene where he's like, "No, you need to answer." He like starts getting up and starts pointing fingers. I'm like, "Oh yeah, come on."
And then in the midst of this grief, Julia Garner's character is pushed into alcoholism, which I'm glad she's not teaching any kids during this point, because her habits that she was demonstrating were quite concerning.
Well, I mean, she's put on leave by the principal, so that's probably why she's drinking, hopefully. But we know that this is a past problem of hers.
Yeah. Quite concerning. She seems like a good teacher during the school day, but I did have questions about her extracurricular
Yeah, I think that's definitely part of the point.
But neither here nor there.
Huh?
Oh, I was just saying that's neither here nor there. But, grief manifests itself in different ways for everybody, and that's just...
I mean, yeah.
That's the whole movie.
Josh Brolin, he turns into Hugh Jackman from Prisoners.
If she wants to drink and watch Shark Tank, I have nothing against that.
The Shark Tank
that was a great...
I
was like,
I was like,
oh, this is going to be so good. As soon as I saw that, I was like, this is good.
Okay, I still do have a question about, like, what was the knock on her door? When she's mixing her drink when she gets back.
Oh, that's Brolin, right?
Yeah, that's Brolin. He's behind her because she's like nervous to get out of her car, and then when you switch to Brolin's perspective, then you'd realize that he was like watching.
And
her.
it's his paint.
She hears a knock on the door.
No, that's him. He's like ding
on
dong
her front
ditching.
door. Did he?
I think we're supposed to infer
you can imply.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's like we think it's the kids though. He's like, we're getting faked out, and I guess it is Brolin, but I just thought that was kind of weird, like something that never really got followed up on.
Well, you can assume it's him because he did do the paint.
This is interesting.
He definitely did.
I saw a video today of Cregger talking about like trying to shift all of the timelines together and make sure that everything lines up. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Yeah, some stuff I just never could figure out." He was like, "There's plot holes, but that's fine."
Yeah, that was one of the things that felt a little bit strange, where it felt like it was implying like the kids were knocking on her door.
Oh, see, I never thought about the kids.
We knew that Josh Brolin was out there
knocking on her door, but I guess that makes sense.
Because that's what it sounded like to me. That's how I read it, and like she just didn't see anything outside, and so. Because Josh Brolin wouldn't ding dong ditch her. That seemed.
Dude, I don't know, man. If he's doing the Hugh Jackman from Prisoners, he might do anything. I mean, he's on one.
Yeah, that's true.
He wasn't nearly as crazy.
Don't mess with the dads.
Bro didn't take
that's the
bro
moral of
didn't
the story.
break the sink.
Yeah.
You wanna continue with the plot?
Well, yeah. Was Pro Tools good?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're making. My thing fell asleep. The screen fell asleep, so I was just making sure we're good.
Yeah. We get a scene at the bar where we get introduced to Alden Ehrenreich's character, who plays this cop who is friends with Julia Garner's character, and they are
Old
friends.
in quotations, wink, wink. And Alden Ehrenreich, he's a married man, and he's
We don't know that yet, though.
That
You don't
bit
know
is
that yet.
really good. All the wife
Yeah.
stuff is really funny.
yeah. But they're in cahoots. Another questionable decision by her character on besides the alcohol. Obviously, another form of like dealing with grief. There is that whole kind of subplot, which again, like I talked about, like the dramatic moments working really well for me. I was a big fan of like their relationship and all of that stuff. Like watching those scenes and like that dialogue, I was like, I could have gotten a movie that was just a straight drama.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I think I came out of this saying he can do a comedy, he can do a horror, he can do a drama. I mean, this is like this. I don't want to say Coen Brothers or something like that, but I think he does. He does have the goods,
Yeah.
and he's playing a lot with genres in this.
Yeah.
So then she tries to speak with Alex, right? Alex Lilly. She drives to his house and then starts snooping around.
Yeah, and then I think she drives by the school whenever they're getting out. And she follows them home.
Yeah. And then that's when it starts to get a little weird. Because she sees the newspaper on the windows and stuff. It's like, what?
Yeah. And then I'm trying to remember when we cut to Brolin's perspective. Is it at the gas station or is that after? I don't quite remember.
Dude, I don't know.
It
does.
It
also
It's just beyond me.
and this-
it all kind of goes together. I can't remember the exact.
But
words.
I will. We don't really have to like divulge into like where the story breaks, but I do want to say that like I think the story breaks at like very good moments where you're left wondering like what's gonna happen next, like with each perspective jump.
It's well paced.
Well paced.
Yeah, it
leaves on a cliffhanger.
It leaves on a cliffhanger with each one. It's it's not kind of like it is hyperlink in the sense that there's multiple perspectives, but in a Magnolia or a Nashville, you're kind of weaving back and forth without closure. You'll go from two characters having a conversation and then we'll fade away and go to something else. But there's like definitive like chapters in this movie, which is a little different from Magnolia and Shortcuts.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I thought it was I thought it was executed greatly, and it differentiated itself from its predecessors.
I love the. Possibly my favorite scene in the whole thing is Brolin's dream sequence, and then the assault rifle over the building. He said Cregger has, openly said this was inspired by Lynch, but that's got to be one of the most Lynchian things I've seen in a year or two.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, it was neat.
That
was
was
a really
like
cool sequence.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, he's got it. I wish there was a little bit
with the clock too.
Yeah.
Clock?
I wish there was a little bit
That
more
was
of that,
neat.
but and then you get that great jump scare when he's like,
On the
he
ceiling?
just like looks out. It's like
we see
That was, yeah.
people started freaking out in the theater.
I thought all the jump scares in this were really tasteful and well done.
Not too many, only a couple, which is he's good about. He's not trying to be, James Wan or something.
And obviously you're asking yourself this throughout the entirety of the movie, but when the sort of mystery and intrigue is sort of unfolding, you're asking what is this movie? You're trying to get a read on what exactly is the supernatural stuff that's going on. And I don't think I would have ever guessed what Cregger came up with. That is the among the last things that I would have ever like come up with.
Yeah.
It's just so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
And never what I would have thought. Like, so, I mean, it's like there always has to be something. Like, it's always going to be some sort of big bad something. But it's just the way in which he, like, introduced that character and I guess, like, the world of magic within the movie is so interesting and unique. Mm-hmm. And I was like, it's just really well done. And it's never where I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
It just surprised me so much. Like once I figured out what it was, I was like, "Oh, this is so interesting."
It's one of those rare movies, which again, Barbarian's in this camp, which probably only these two movies and a couple others in the last 5 or 6 years, where it's just like you're 40 or 50 minutes in, and you're just kind of like, I don't know where this is going, which is just so exciting.
Yeah.
That's very refreshing.
Very much so, yeah.
and
Nothing about this feels sure.
No, and that's
Like,
my favorite thing about Barbarian. I loved my first. I vividly remember watching. That was a great first viewing. I was in the MTSU dorms. I was by myself late at night, and I was just like, oh, let me watch this. And I was just every turn, I was just shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, man.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of like in a nutshell for like why I love the movie so much, because like it caught me by surprise like so much that I was just like I was filled with so much like excitement and like childlike wonder, being like, where's this gonna go?
Yeah. Yeah. What else, like plot wise, do you want to go over? 'Cause, I mean, we can do the whole thing, but that might take a little bit, and that's probably not even worth it.
And I think also like some things, speak for itself. And if you're listening to this and you haven't seen the movie yet, you definitely should.
Spoilers.
And there's some spoilers, by the way. We've talked about the first like 40 minutes. I don't know. There really is like so much you could talk about, because I do think there is enough like contextual substance there in each perspective to like focus on, but it's just, man, it's hard.
Yeah.
I gotta shout out the blatant foreshadowing that is the graffiti on Julie Garner's car, because I was just like, you so quickly glance over that, you're just like, oh, whatever.
Yep.
But like, it's right there, like what the movie is.
Yeah. Well, same with her teaching about parasites in the opening of the movie. That's like,
Yep.
that's what it is.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
they're just like. She, like Aunt Gladys, is being a parasite. So she's just taking over people's bodies, There's a lot of little stuff like that where it's like, this isn't new, but he's doing it really well. You know?
And it's like subtle. It's like, it's not subtle. It's
obvious, but it's still,
there.
You don't think about it.
It's still subtle. It reads
Which is
subtle.
hard.
Yeah.
That's like really hard to do.
Yeah. It's very like mature.
Because there's
especially for someone.
And there's so much stuff going on in the film. Like I think normally in a film, if you saw a witch painted on a car, you'd be like, "Oh, there you go."
There's probably witch
there
coming
it is.
up. Yeah,
that's the subtext of the movie. But there's just so much going on. You're not even thinking about that.
Yeah.
Which is just like
part of the pacing. Yeah, it helps with like you kind of just forget about it.
Yeah, and I think he has a
and
natural
then when you circle
knack
back, you're like, oh wait,
of just like some guys can just write stuff like this. Like I don't want to say like this might be a little. I don't mean this. It's hard to talk about M. Night just because his career is insane. But M. Night has
Hydrogen
this.
Bomb versus Coffin Baby.
No, M. Night has this, like, seriously. With Signs and Sixth Sense and some of his early stuff, like Unbreakable and stuff, where it's just like, dude, this guy can, like, write twists. He's got it. I mean, obviously, like, he's saturated it so much to this point where it doesn't really mean much. But that's kind of...
and then he started casting Mark
I
Wahlberg.
I feel like Cregger has this, where it's just like, dude, this guy's just got like a natural talent for this, like kind of storytelling.
Yeah, when are we getting Cregger's The Happening? That's my question.
Well, it might happen.
We just get a dud of the ages from it.
You never know, man. No one's perfect. There is very few filmmakers. Like, I don't even think you could say Christopher Nolan's perfect. You could maybe say PTA's perfect, if you kind of
not perfect, but like all of his. I mean, everything that I've seen from him is great, but
really the only like perfect filmmakers, if you even want to use that term, is like maybe Tarkovsky and Kubrick.
But then again, even Kubrick's like early stuff is like.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
His very first film, like Spartacus, is like.
And there's still Tarkovskys that are lesser than others, so that you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a gradient for everybody.
Yeah,
yeah.
There's nothing saying that he won't make a dud. Now I will say, he's making this Resident Evil movie, which he claims is not IP, and that he already had this idea for a movie, and he's just using it through the means of the game. But he said after that, he's already like written another script, and he said it's the best thing he's ever wrote. Like written, so it's this man's gonna be busy.
Yeah,
he's also
that's fantastic.
I don't know if y'all saw this, but he's getting $20 million to direct Resident Evil, which is like an insane amount of money.
20 million, like he's getting 20 million, or the budget's 20
he's
million.
Getting paid personally?
He's getting paid $20 million to make the movie, which is only
it's a lot of money.
Only a couple directors have ever, like Scorsese, Nolan, Cameron, Tarantino, a couple others. That's it.
That's crazy.
And dude, this man's made 2 films.
Yeah, that's like an NBA contract.
Yeah, literally, dude.
For one movie,
it's
it's crazy.
And also, you know, this movie was supposed to come out in January of next year. And
Weapons.
Yeah, and Warner Bros. Liked it so much, and the initial test screenings were so good, they moved it up 6 months.
Wow.
Good move.
And they also,
great
dude,
move, seriously.
I remember when this script hit town.
It could have died in January.
No, literally. I remember when the script came out, or like it was circulating around studios, and people were talking about it like a year or two ago, and the bidding was just insane. Like they were like, "Oh, this is just an amazing movie," and like obviously he had only done Barbarian at that point, but.
And we got to talk about the Jordan Peele story. He like fired his entire management
literally.
for not picking up the script because he wanted to distribute it.
He also,
so
this
badly.
makes me, I will forever respect Cregger for this. He could have gotten paid much more if he had gone with Netflix, but he wanted a true theatrical release.
Good
and
for
so
him.
he went with New Line.
Wow,
and
thank
I was
you.
Like, yes.
Thank you, Zachary.
Yes.
That's goat activity.
It is.
Hey, at least Jordan Peele got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've even got Scorsese going straight to Netflix. Nobody's safe.
Literally. Well, Scorsese
it is a
did
dire
that. Well,
landscape out
yeah.
here.
Well, Scorsese also did that because no one else would finance The Irishman because they knew it was going to lose money.
Yeah.
Which it did. But yeah, I think the Jordan Peele thing is really funny. Which you could see Jordan Peele. I mean, this is right up his alley. This feels like a movie he would make.
Yeah, totally.
You know? So
It definitely is like I can feel like, I mean, they aren't similar really, but like just kind of like in structure and a little bit. I feel like Nope. Like Nope is Nope is about like several things, and Weapons is very kind of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I did want to read. The floating rifle in Archer's Dream. Cregger cited David Lynch as a key influence and stated that it came to him through transcendental meditation.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's this whole thing where he thanks David Fincher in the movie credits, and he basically said that Fincher helped him through like the entire post-production process. Like he was like, "Hey, you need to do ADR here. Hey, you need to do a better take here and stuff." Like he kind of helped edit it supposedly. Which is really cool.
Wow. Yeah.
He's learning from the goats. This is really, these are really good signs.
Yeah, that's cool. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Lived in. And yeah, obviously
We didn't mention
he did want the visual style to resemble Prisoners, which I think is a great call.
Which it definitely does. Yeah.
I love Prisoners.
It's not quite as blue as Prisoners,
No, it's
but yeah,
not.
it's good.
It's kind of similar.
Prisoners is very cold.
Yeah, very cold.
At least the color grading, at least, yeah.
I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
He's so crazy.
He goes, there are so many amazing moments of overacting in Prisoners. It's incredible.
It is.
I mean, I'm serious.
It's egregious. But yeah.
It's not egregious, bro. It's good.
It's
Heck,
good.
it might
It's
be
a
better than
good
Dune
movie.
2.
But my phone's a connection. You're breaking up.
Ethan said, "Well, I guess we have to end the episode now. Goodbye."
All right, gotta go. Bye.
Let's do a redux on Dune 2 where I slam it again for the CGI crowd, which I still stand by. It doesn't look good. It's a bad shot, and people are still praising it. But we don't have to talk about that.
That's okay. I mean, it's a little lazy. One bad CGI crowd, I can get over.
I know.
Because the movie's like 3 hours long and amazing. Yeah, no, I know. But even if that was the hill that people were gonna die on, yeah, I'll concede that. Sure,
it's also that's an anthill. That's a hard hill to die on.
Yeah, yeah.
So minuscule.
I liked the well, the kids in the basement thing freaked me out first time I saw that. That was very effective.
You haven't seen Barbarian yet, have you? Oh, this
No.
man loves basements. This man loves.
Basements are scary,
He's talked
man.
about this, yeah.
They're so inherently scary.
It's such a good
That's
idea
good,
for
like,
horror stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the what's it called? Like the falling action after the climax is like done very well. I think that's cool.
The final. I mean, like the final.
Oh yeah,
action
you mean
scene.
like
the allusion like to Ferris Bueller and all that stuff?
Wait, when are you talking about?
I'm talking about the very end.
Like when the kids are running through all the houses and lawns
Yeah.
and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
that,
thought
that was
that
a
was
cool
really
like sort of
yeah.
tip of the cap. Yeah. It was classy.
That I mean,
No,
it's just
that was
not.
phenomenal.
Yeah, that kind of stuff is like. This is what we're talking about when we're saying unpredictable. I was expecting
Yeah.
a very somber, like, resolution.
Yeah, me too.
It tidies up, but then it's gone way overboard.
It's just explosive.
Oh yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
I loved the way it
Yeah.
ended. That was great. I thought it was a great decision.
I thought it was crazy
Yeah,
that
and-
Alex's parents just like never were responsive again. I was like, dang,
Never. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
no,
sad,
that is
but-
sad.
I thought the performance from Aunt Gladys, is that her
Yeah,
name?
Amy Madigan.
She killed
Yeah,
it.
she was
scary.
She was so good.
So weird, dude.
Oh, she's amazing. He's talked about how
Freaky,
like
freaked me out.
that.
Freaky.
He said that if Amy Madigan hadn't done that part, Aunt Gladys's part, if he hadn't gotten her, then it would have been a dud. I kind of agree.
yeah.
It's like that and the kid
Yeah.
is very hard to cast.
I just think the ending worked very. It works so well, like whether you read that as an interpretation of grief, of like you getting over that hill, or you triumphing over that like feeling inside yourself.
But
It was hopeful, which is really
but yet
nice.
it's not.
You don't
But
get
yet
that from a
like
lot
the
of-
parents never are responsive again, so it's never fully gone. Like
yeah,
it's
not,
always
it's
there.
not. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
full cut. Yeah. Mhm.
I thought that was a really
Yeah.
cool way to like kind of put a stamp on it.
I think
Yeah,
I think
for
they
sure.
also like the monologue also says like some of the kids talked again, but some of them still haven't talked.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think Archer's kid, the Josh Brolin character, I think it says, or we are to assume that he begins to talk.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
And Cregger actually like went on record saying this isn't what he intended with the subtext in like his press cycle, but like I couldn't help but read this as like a commentary on like gun violence in America, specifically like within like our school system.
Yeah,
Even, unfortunately,
I was-
in like higher education.
I was surprised when he said that it wasn't really like about that.
That was,
because
like-
I kind of got that a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. That's what I read it as, and even if he didn't intend it that way, I still think it's a valid read to like take what we got, because if you look at Alex's character, he's like sort of seen as like a black sheep among his class, and he's picked on, and
Well, really Julia Garner's character like getting all the heat.
Yeah,
for,
yeah,
even though
totally.
she didn't do anything.
And everybody turning on the teacher, and how Alex makes everybody go away, and and how, like, especially what really sold me on that reading of it was actually like the epilogue sort of thing where all the kids kill Gladys, and they're like some of the kids never talked to, or like some of the kids talked again, some of them didn't, and that to me that sounded like a response to like the trauma they experienced of like how long it takes for a community to get over an event like that. And the AR-15 like in the dream, I was like, that I didn't know. I mean, maybe it's just coincidental.
Well, there's also
there were enough elements to where
there's an AR sitting in the house. I haven't seen like anyone talk about this,
Really?
but I'm almost
I didn't see that.
I'm almost certain I saw an AR sitting in the corner of the house.
Huh.
So I don't, and it's called weapons, which could,
Yeah, no,
I mean, that could
title,
mean a lot of different things, but I think the AR stuff is like,
It's
he could be downplaying like the subtext
accident.
and stuff too. Like I
True.
think that makes sense.
And I feel like, when you said it like wasn't his original intention. I feel like he probably realized it maybe like wasn't his intention like when he finished writing the script. But I'm sure like making the movie, he was like, okay, I can like weave this into this somehow.
There can also be like 10 different readings of the film. I mean, that's what Lynch is amazing at.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that there's this, I think that makes sense what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that's what I enjoyed so much about like the triumphant ending, which is like really sad actually if you look at it from that lens. But like the kids sort of defeating that, and it also treats, if we do read it that way, it treats Gladys as this sort of thing that comes upon Alex, that like this burden that he has to carry with him, and it's something that's that is a parasite, but that's like kind of outside of himself, and that's not to downplay the accountability of people who do choose to like
do violence.
I don't know, let themselves do violence and stuff, but it's also like that sort of mental space is like, it is very much like a parasite, and it's also I guess I think through personifying it, it seems like it can be defeated through like care, because Alex's parents are like basically mute and just mindless. It's obviously like, because he lacks a support system, Gladys is able to take over, and so it kind of prescribes like ways in which that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Based on how things unfold.
For sure.
And so, I don't know. It's interesting.
That all makes sense. Yeah. And I think that it's
Yeah.
interesting that he has to like, he has to get the soup, and he has to feed the parents, and he has to feed all the kids and stuff. I do think like the biggest plot hole is like, dude, this is the only kid that didn't disappear. Like, are we not gonna go check up on his house?
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Like, this kid's going to
Or
the
just,
grocery
like, people
store
just,
buying
like,
soup
not
every day by
step one.
himself. Like,
Yeah, and just like the apathy of the principal, like they know like there's newspapers covering the windows, and it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
yeah, dude, it's like the Benedict Wong stuff. Oh man, that was a crazy scene when he gets
That scene was
That
phenomenal.
was so
controlled,
wild.
and he's just like running to the gas station, and he gets run over. Like, gosh.
Oh, when he got hit by my theater, like when he got hit by the car, my whole theater was like,
Oh, it
like,
was
just-
we had
crazy.
I had some great theater reactions because I was there. I went on Thursday night, so it was like opening night, and there. I mean, those people, like when they saw Justin Long come on the screen, who's in Barbarian. I don't know if you're like theater had a reaction, but people started getting up and clapping, dude. I was like, man, these guys are diehards.
that didn't happen in my theater, but I did when Justin Wong showed up. I was like, oh.
Who does he play?
He's just like he has a really big
He's
role
in
in
it for, like, 5
Barbarian,
seconds.
but he's in like 5 seconds of this. Just kind of like
He's the dad of like one of the kids who disappears, and Josh Brolin goes to his house
Interesting.
to look at the
Okay.
footage.
Yeah. But
Oh,
he like got out of the car and people started clapping in my theater. I was like, okay, these guys know. Like they
That's a good. Okay, they do mystery really well in this movie. Though. That's another thing I wanted to say. Like the mystery is done super well. Like the whole not espionage, but like the sort of sneaking around and snooping. And
I like the
It's-
thriller aspects of
it's
it.
good.
Where
Yeah.
it-
It's really
again,
good.
prisoners. lot of prisoners in there.
No,
for sure.
totally. There's so many elements of this movie that are like very different that all work well. That like all succeed.
Which is like extremely rare.
Yeah.
It's not
something like this is just right up my alley because it can it ticks off so many boxes like in that respect. Like I could go into it like with any mood and enjoy it, you know, and get something different from it.
Yeah, that's true. You could watch this when you're happy, when you're sad, when you need a laugh. Like it's like weird, you know. There's not a ton of movies like that.
It's pretty creepy too. Like
I
think it's still gonna stay creepy.
It's scary.
Oh, it's very.
You need to watch Barbarian, dude. That is creepy.
Dude, in Barbarian, when you get the reveal to at like the end of the hall,
I know what you're talking about,
with the camera, I was like, oh,
dude, dude. I freaking love that movie so much. Barbarian
great.
is probably my favorite horror movie that's come out in the last 10 years that is not named Get Out. Probably.
Oh, wow.
I think. I don't know. I'd have to think about it, but you talk about like mystery and stuff and like thrill, like that is just it's scary, but it's a thriller, dude, and I love that about it.
Yeah, and even just like, you know, we were talking about like how this movie like does so many different things. Like, it's just like it's like a carryover from Barbarian. Like Justin's Wong character like just unlocks this whole different side of the movie that you didn't even know that was gonna like go there or like even discuss that, you know.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see what he's. I mean, I know he's doing Resident Evil, and apparently now, I mean, 4 days after it came out, there's a prequel now about Aunt Gladys, which is like,
What?
No, this makes me a little worried, but hey, I am trusting Cregger.
That was the best. I was literally gonna say like. One of the best parts about this movie is that it never elaborates on how Aunt Gladys got the way she was, on who she is, on where she comes from, on if she's actually part of the family. Yeah. Like, the best part is that she's just in there and we accept it.
This doesn't need to be another Star Wars situation where it's like, all right, let's do an exposition on every single
There's no lore needed.
Yeah,
it's better that we don't know.
Dude,
if there's an Ant movie, I honestly like. I mean, who knows? Maybe he does do it, but I could see where he like doesn't do it, and they just get someone else to do
I
it.
think that. Well, it could be one, he doesn't direct it, and he has nothing to do with it, or two, this happens a lot where it's like, oh, we've got buzz, and then Warner Bros. Starts putting out stuff in the tabloids. This might not ever happen, because he's already apparently he's already has like 3 ideas for movies, and he's actively working on like kind of all of them right now, and they're not. I mean. This has nothing to do with that. So.
He just doesn't strike me as like, yeah, like I want to go back to that kind of thing, you know.
Well, he's the type of guy to like not take the deal from Netflix because he wants his movies in theaters. He's still mad.
That Barbarian hasn't gotten a physical release.
Like stuff like that. I feel like he's in our camp. You know what I mean? Like Zach Cregger is not the type of guy to make Fantastic Four 3. Like that's just not gonna happen. I would be really hard pressed to believe that he would do that.
What are they gonna call Fantastic Four for? Is it just gonna be Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just gonna be called Four.
Fan Four Stick.
It's called Four.
Say that again.
Yeah,
Fan Four. Yep, say that again. Oh wait,
Fantastic Four Fantastic Four. Fo.
Okay, real quick, we were talking about theater reactions, and I thought this part was really funny, but
sorry. Our theater was so stupid. We had this guy that just he had a frontal lobotomy. He was sitting, like, this man was so dumb sitting next to us. You go ahead. I'll tell you about it after this.
He had frontal
Dang,
lobotomy.
dude. Theater. Dude, some of these recent theaters I've been in have been they've been rough, y'all. Thankfully, my weapons showing was good.
Yeah.
People were respectful and locked in. But I just wanted to add that the final brawl, like in the house, and the junkie keeps running at Archer, and Archer like throws him to the ground 7 times, or 8 times in a row. There was
7's the number of completion.
There was someone behind me who just, I mean, she lost her mind when Archer kept throwing the junkie to the ground.
Laughing, like really loud?
There was laughing so loud. Yeah.
That was so hard to watch. I didn't like that.
I've got to be honest, man. I feel like I'm very lucky here. I feel like for the most part, everyone's like really respectful because everyone like just goes to the movies so much here.
Yeah.
And definitely like on opening night stuff. Like I'm pretty sure everyone in the theater that I watched it with had like seen Barbarian. Because people here are they just know
if they're
game,
clapping
bro.
for
They just got it like that.
like clapping for Justin is such a crazy pool.
No, that really.
Like, there's no way that happened
I looked
anywhere
around. I was
else.
like, wait a second. We got some real cinephiles in here, dude. I'm really curious. In about a year, going to Universal City and watching the Odyssey on Thursday. Like it's literally the earliest showing in LA on Thursday.
Clapping every 5
Like,
seconds.
dude, people. That's gonna be the diehards, man.
It's gonna be electric,
It's
man.
gonna be the diehards. I'm so excited.
Man, that is.
In 70.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
you're gonna have to
crazy.
tell us about
Yeah,
that.
it's
That's
gonna
amazing.
But anyway, some guy got on
Yeah,
the
you
bottom.
gotta
that
tell
you're
us about
that you're showing.
Okay, so first of all, this is just so stupid. So we were in a pretty small theater, probably set maybe 70 people,
Yeah,
and it was like at 60 to 70% capacity.
Okay.
But these people come up, and it was actually the people that were being annoying.
Were you at AMC Classic?
No, we were at Thoroughbred, which like I've had pretty good.
Yeah, I've had.
Well,
Good
yeah, I mean, we
experiences with
watched-
Thoroughbred.
Although I had a terrible experience watching Salome there. They did like a Met Opera Pass thing, and they were playing the audio to the previews, but we couldn't see the screen, and the production didn't start for 15 minutes, and we had to go talk to the employees 3 different times before they started production, and then it started like late, and the subtitles were cut off. It was and it cost like $30.
So you were watching like a black screen for a while, and like you were just like, dude, what?
This was for another production. Like this was
Okay, yeah.
like watching an opera production like in June or
Okay,
July
wait,
or something.
wait. I don't mean to cut you off. Speaking of that, I gotta talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I watched 2001 for the first time with Davis, we were at home, and 2001 starts off in a black screen. So
Yeah.
we turned it on. It was a black screen. Dude, I kid you not. Something was messed up with HBO Max. I was sitting there for 30 minutes. I was like, dude.
No music.
and you were like,
No.
you're like,
We
cinema-
like heard everything, and I was like, dude, I hear the apes. Like, why am I not seeing them? Like, what is this? I was like, what is going on?
Okay. That's so funny.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean
That
to cut
is so
you off,
funny.
but
No,
that
you're good,
reminded
you're
me of
good,
that.
you're good. Yeah. No, yeah, we
That-
had a very
that-
similar situation, but it was so frustrating because we had to pay like it was way more than you'd have to pay for
Yeah,
IMAX.
yeah.
It was like $30.
Yeah, those are expensive. Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Anyway,
That makes me. Can I? Can I add one thing?
yeah.
That makes me think there was a Radiohead concert back in the 2000s where they were tuning their guitars, and people thought it was a new song, and they were tuning them for a while. And when they got done tuning, people gave them like a standing ovation.
That's the most Radiohead thing.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, so my point is that like my experiences at Thoroughbred have been like largely positive. But so Adeline and I get there like maybe 5 to 10 minutes after the showing said it would start, but in reality that's like 5 or 10 minutes into the preview. So it's still about 15 minutes before the movie actually starts. And so we're sitting approximately in our seats. We might be one over just because the theater's pretty empty, and we just like the seat one more over. And so these people come in next to us. It's a family of 3. It's like a married couple and their kid, and the mom comes up to us like, "These are our seats."
Oh gosh, she was being a Karen. Like she gave you
but
attitude.
it's weird. It wasn't that. It was just like I was just like, let's move.
Okay,
and
cool.
so we moved down one
my
seat,
God.
and they're the last 2 on the aisle, and then she's sitting like one in the row in front. So they didn't even buy the seats together.
Bruh.
Like she bought like 2 and then 1. So she kicks us out like over
Yeah,
one
yeah.
seat, and then proceeds to sit in the row in front of us on the very end. So she's not even sitting with her family, and then like because she moved someone else, the 2 people like sit or. No, she kicks someone out on her row.
Oh
she
my
was sitting,
gosh.
I
and then
freaking
they
hate
go
this
kick
crap,
people
dude.
out. So it starts this whole
Yeah,
chain
yeah,
reaction,
yeah.
about 15 minutes long of people kicking each other out just because she had to sit in the seat. Keep in mind, the theater's at 60% capacity. There are other
Literally
seats
just
available.
find a seat, bro.
And she had to, like, it was cool, it was fine, we were all doing all right until she, like, anyway. So, there are a few this husband's theater etiquette was just some of the worst I've ever seen. Like, anytime there was a horror moment, he was like shaking out his milk duds and like eating them.
It's like dead silent.
You know when it's dead silent right before the jump scare.
This happened during Zone of Interest at Belcourt, dude. You remember that?
Yeah.
Dude.
People were like moving. People were like walking in at the beginning of Zone of Interest, where it's just a black screen and just like a hum, and people are like, "Oh, excuse me, yeah, this is my seat. This is my." Like, dude, shut up, bro.
Yeah.
The movie started.
No. But yeah, and then the guy on my left like literally ordered a full meal. And he was like unwrapping the plastic.
I'm sorry, if you order a full meal at the movie theater, that you're a
Dude,
freak.
this man was taking shrink wrap off of his like chicken wings while I'm watching Julia Garner get her hair cut in the car.
Yeah.
And like, different guy, by the way. Okay, but the thing that really killed me is when like, so after the whole witch thing, and we're in Josh Brolin's perspective, and he goes to the store and buys paint.
Yeah.
This man leans over to his son, full voice, after we all know what it's implying. Like, he gets the red paint because he's going to paint the car. He leans over to the son. He goes, "The red paint."
He goes, "Dude, I think he wrote on the car."
Yeah, the red paint. I was just like, what are we doing?
Dude, I will say, the weapons thing was fine for the most part, but there was a lady that came in like 5 minutes late, and she was like bustling through people, and this is like during the like monologue at the beginning. She goes, "Oh, excuse me, honey," and she's like being really loud, and the dude sitting next to me was like, "Shut up, lady." and then she sat down and she proceeds to eat like a whole freaking meal of sushi, dude. She had like a whole thing of sushi. I was like, "Can you not eat sushi like right in my face, bro?" Yeah. I was like, "It sucks."
At the AMC,
No, literally,
they're
dude.
diabolical.
Eat before you come
sushi?
or get pop. But like, people like wait to eat a meal during a movie. Like, don't.
No, literally,
don't do
it's
that.
really, yeah. I already have enough like qualms with the like cardboard boxes and plastic wrappers. Like, we gotta find a solution to that, guys.
We should just like not do snack. I'd be cool with not doing snacks in theaters. Period.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
that's like too hard nosed, but like,
sometimes I'm a popcorn guy.
Yeah.
I just gotta have the smell.
Occasionally, I do
don't
like
know.
kind of like just passively eating on a little popcorn. But popcorn is not.
I've got some.
Popcorn's not that noisy. You got a little crunch.
It's not usually the
but
problem,
it's not
too.
like
Yeah.
if you've got like I don't know, a plastic bag of
There's no
Skittles.
plastic you have
like,
to open.
dude,
Yeah.
come on, that's so noisy.
Anything that rattles, that shakes, that scrunches, yeah.
Even when I'm watching a movie at home, like I feel like a full meal is taking up too much of my attention. Like, I gotta at least like finish most of the meal before I start a movie.
Yeah. Occasionally,
Sometimes,
I'll be finishing a meal and like start a movie, but I don't. I don't like eat a meal in the middle of a movie. That's kind of weird.
No,
I hardly ever do
like
that.
almost never do that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, theater etiquette's dead. We've known this.
It's pretty bad.
And
yeah,
me and Heath a couple weeks ago, we had a pretty awful theater experience at Belcourt watching High and Low.
Oh, that's like the worst movie to have a bad theater experience.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'll tell you about it once we're done. But it was not good.
Well, what's the story? Was it Old Boy? Where those people like walking out?
Oh my gosh. Yep. Yeah. So I'm not sure if we discussed this on.
We discussed this. I'm
almost certain
we
we
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let them hear it.
Well, I'm going to repost it anyway. So me and Heath, we saw Old Boy at Central Cinema in Knoxville. Shout out Central Cinema, great place. And we like just finished Old Boy.
This is about 2 years ago.
We were, about 2 years. Yeah, literally 2 years ago around this time. Yep. And we just finished the movie, and everyone was in dead silent. It was like a full theater, and we all walk out to the lobby, and we're all just like kind of standing there. We haven't said anything. And then this one guy walks out, and he goes, "Yep, I love making my wife watch messed up movies."
I strive to be that. That is one messed up movie, let me tell you.
Tell me about it. That was phenomenal.
Me after making the wife watch Sano.
He should made her watch Handmaiden.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen it, but I don't think I'm going to.
Let me just
I don't
say.
want to, man. I'm
Let me
scared.
just say. The Handmaiden is just.
Bro just wanted to.
I
Bro just
can't-
wanted some stuff on his hard drive. I know what it is. I know what type of person
no,
he is.
He absolutely did. If you're listening to this and you like The Handmaiden, that's great. I thought the movie, I watched it for the first time recently. I thought it was fine. Honestly, it was probably my least favorite Park Chan-wook that I've seen. But there's a 5 to 10 minute stretch in there that is just diabolical. And that's all I'm gonna say.
It makes Yorgos look like a kindergartner.
It makes Yorgos look like Pixar. I'm not kidding.
That's hard to do, man. That is a feat.
That's
That is a
incredibly
feat.
hard to do.
Oh goodness. I don't know if we have anything else to talk about here.
It's like Mac from Sunny. I'm not going for laughs. I'm going for gasps. Laughs are cheap.
Oh, that's what he was going for.
Yeah.
Goodness.
But anyway, Weapons. Loved
Yeah.
it.
What a movie, man.
There were some gasps. There were gasps and laughs. In
I'm
Weapons.
so
It was a great
glad.
time.
I don't want to be that guy, but like I've been on the Cregger train, man. Like I watched Barbarian, and I was like, man, people need
Yeah.
to watch this.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling for sure.
Yeah.
That's gonna. He's my guy now, you know.
Head of the curve for sure. And people just seem to be
What's
really
the
having
Joker
a
life. I'm ahead of the curve.
That's gonna be
Like,
dude. That's
what
gonna
does
be
he
all
say?
of us with like Ramel Ross. Like I swear he's gonna be so
Yeah,
big.
hopefully.
In like 10 years.
I hope he gets that angel donor that he was talking about to give him
Yeah,
10
that's
million.
true. Yeah,
'Cause,
I'll
yeah.
give it to him. I'll just take out a loan.
Yeah.
We'll pile our money
It's worth
together.
it.
We make the Patreon. We make 10 mil. We give it to Ramel Ross.
We can be like those We can be like the dudes who finance the Thin Red Line because they just
We
love
just write
Alex
him
so
blank
much.
No,
checks.
that's actually diabolical.
He takes 25. He takes 25. I would do that for Jonathan Glazer.
No,
joke.
that's actually diabolical because those guys were like not even allowed on set or to the premiere or anything. Like, man,
I don't care. Jonathan Glazer.
Take
I
my
can
money.
Jonathan Glazer by
can
Jonathan
take
Glazer.
all
That'd
my
be
money.
fine.
All he wants.
Yeah.
So you remember that article where it was like Glazer said his movie's coming out sooner than later?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that happened. That article came out like just after we got done watching The New World, and I like looked at Ethan. I was like,
Oh, dude.
Glazer. I was freaking out.
Yeah.
That is
One of the best
that
feelings
is
ever.
actually so exciting. The only thing that makes me more excited for a Glazer movie is Way of the Wind.
Is
Yeah,
Malik.
is Way of the Wind.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing that could make me more excited.
Maybe next year, man.
Yeah.
I just hope he doesn't die before.
Well, it's
done
funny
with the
because we
edit.
got done.
Not to be more.
No. I know. We got done with all the Cannes stuff, and then there was like a little whisper. It was like, ooh, maybe Venice, maybe New York,
Venice.
maybe Telluride. No.
Maybe Nashville Film Festival.
Yeah.
Way of the
Nashville-
Wind. Nashville Film
Maybe
Festival.
Sundance.
At the Regal 15.
Can you imagine?
But
Opry Mills.
yeah, Way of the Wind at Opry.
That's that dude. That is actually something that he would do.
A double billing with that and like a new Harmony Korine.
Oh my gosh, dude. I would.
Jacob and I have actually been meaning to watch Trash Humpers though.
Yeah, me
haven't
and
gotten
Ethan
around
are
to
planning
it,
on
but-
watching
Oh,
Trash
gosh.
Humpers soon.
I will say I'll go ahead and say this on the pod because we're gearing up for one battle after another. I think I might watch Boogie tonight. I think I might watch Boogie
Bro,
tonight.
Ethan, bro, listen to Ethan. Go
Boogie's
ahead.
his best movie, I think.
Oh,
I think
Wow.
I think it's better than Phantom Thread and with There Will Be Blood. I think it's
well,
his
you know what
best,
I would say
like,
right now, probably.
based on what I've seen, which is
I
three
would
movies, so you-
probably say The Master is his best movie right now.
And this is why I love PTA people because people love the man, and almost everyone has a different answer for what his best movie is.
I think Boogie actually, like, the more that I think about it, it's like so close to perfect. It is just firing on all cylinders. It is so incredible.
Mason, what's your do you have a viewing plan for One Battle?
No, I mean I have noties on for when the tickets come out.
Yeah, same.
I mean obviously like I would love to watch it. I can't do it Thursday nights now because
I wasn't sure if you were going to see it at IMAX or AMC or just like go to some other place.
No, I mean, well, I don't think they're gonna be. It'll probably be AMC. Hopefully Dolby. Maybe IMAX because it was shot for IMAX. Some of it, right?
Yeah, some of it was shot for IMAX. It was all shot on VistaVision.
Yeah. That's so exciting, dude. I saw the most recent trailer in IMAX when I watched Weapons. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my god. I was like, dude. I'm so ready.
They played the one battle trailer before I saw Weapons also, and I was just like, it looks so good on the screen.
I'm so excited. It's funny, dude. They played. There's another. I don't know if y'all have seen this, but I'm assuming it's Warner Bros. Because it played before Weapons. But there's another Colleen Hoover adaptation with like it's like Dave Franco and a bunch of stuff. It's like coming out in November or something. They played the trailer before Weapons, and obviously everyone in there was like big Barbarian fans, like horror guys, like their Thursday night opening night. Bro, the trailer ended. Someone said, "That sucks," and everyone people started applauding. They were like, "Yeah." I've never seen anyone do that. It was so funny.
Dude, that's kind of cool, actually. It's like the mob mentality decides.
He was like, "We don't want to see that."
The movie industry.
And then they played one battle like right after, and people started clapping, bro. I was like, "Yes." I was like, "These people know film."
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm really excited for one battle.
You should be excited for Boogie, man.
I mean, yeah, that too. It's just it's tough because I've been so busy, and it's like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's been a minute since you logged something.
Oh yeah, it really has. I had a couple days there where I was like, hey, I'm like actually watching movies again. It's like no.
It'll fly by. It'll fly by.
Dude, yeah, it is. Boogie's so good.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I love anything that
seeing
man
it
does.
in theaters in 35 was.
No, I know. I wish, dude. I wish.
That was amazing.
I think it's only that, Inherent Vice, and Hard 8. I think that's the only 3 I have.
I need to watch Licorice Pizza because.
Yeah, dude. Licorice Pizza is so
I'm gonna rewatch Licorice just because I'm here now and one battle. But dude, I've been wanting to rewatch it for a long time.
Like, I first saw Licorice in the theater and I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. And then like I've watched like 2 or 3 times since the theater, and it just somehow keeps getting better every time. I'm like, wow, this is like such an underrated movie.
That used to be my favorite PTA, and I feel like now that I'm in the Valley, I'm gonna like it even more.
Oh yeah, I'm sure once
like
you're out.
It might be a 10 for me.
Yeah,
if I rewatch it.
It's very Once Upon a Time in a lot of ways, like just like kind of the love letter to that era.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be curious to see what you think of Inherent Vice, especially if you get around to that.
Yeah.
Anything else we're gonna add? I say go see Weapons. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, catch it in theaters if you can.
Yeah, please go watch Weapons. Yeah, just go to theaters. Guys.
Go to the movies, guys.
If a trailer sucks, go ahead and call it like you see it. Yell at the screen.
If the just go to the movies, even if you know you're not gonna like it. I mean, I went and saw the new Ethan Coen last night, and it was terrible.
Gosh.
But
supporting our girl Margaret.
Hey man, I went and watched The Monkey.
Yeah.
I also saw Hurry Up Tomorrow. I'm doing the work. I'm putting the work in.
Thank you for your service. That's what the AMC people say to Mason when he comes in. They salute him. They say, "Thank you for your service."
Oh, they know me. They go, "Hey, this guy again."
Yeah.
me and Mason survived The Monkey in theaters.
Oh my gosh, dude! Let me tell you the new Osgood Perkins trailer played before Weapons. I wanted to boo it. I said, I hate this man. And it's funny because his first film, The Black Coat's Daughter, the A24 film, I really like that movie. And then I haven't seen Long Legs, but The Monkey, that just totally ruined it for me. I don't really want anything to do with him now. His next movie comes out in like a month. That man takes no days off.
Long Legs genuinely in some ways is so much worse Weapons. Like they're not similar. They're not really similar, but there's a couple things that make them similar, and it's so much worse.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
That's why in my review I said, what Cregger is what Perkins thinks he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perkins ain't it.
Slam dunk.
He's like Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Perk, do you have sleep apnea? It sounds like
I love that.
Perk, is that you moaning in my ear? He's like, that's me. Yeah, that's me. That's what he says. So it sounds like you got sleep apnea.
Oh my god.
Yeah, go to the movies. Good movie or bad, just go see movies.
Yeah.
And
Someone
with
want
that-
to see us out?
And with that being said, roll that outro music.
Boom.